Welcome! In this video I am going to demonstrate what the RetroGameEngine is and what it can do. The RetroGameEngine is a 2D game engine developed on and for the Commander X16, making it possible for almost everyone to create 2D games. So let's start by checking what I have prepared for you. Assets is a folder in which there's some game assets. Help and bin is for some extra subroutines, and rge.prg is the engine itself. So let's have a look at the assets. As you can see, I have a few ZCM files and ZSM files prepared, along with some other like graphic files, but you will see what we're going to do with them quite soon. So let's fire up the engine. And here it is. As you can see, we have an empty map and we have an empty tile set. Let's start by creating a tile. I right click on a tile and choose edit tile. Now I have a default tile editor in which I can draw my 16 by 16 tiles in 256 colors. So, well, let's make the background green. I hold down Ctrl and click, which replaces all the pixels with the same color, with green in this case, and let's draw a little man. If I want to change something, or like pick up a color, I can hold down Shift and click on a color in the editor, and now I am able to draw with the color I just picked. So as you see, when clicking left, holding down the Shift key, I'm picking up the color here, or I can just choose a color here. If I hold down Ctrl and click, all the white tiles are now yellow. I can use the arrow keys to reposition the picture in the tile, but all keys are outlined here, so you'll get a hang of it. When I'm done, I can hit S and it's being saved, or C to cancel. So now I have a tile with which I can draw. I can just put it somewhere on my map. There are a few other things you can do with this tile, with any tile. I can use transform, flip horizontal, I can flip it vertical, and I can rotate it 90 degrees as many times as I like. And of course I can move the tile up or down or wherever I want to put it, just like default properties, or I can just hit delete and now it's gone. For this game, or for this demonstration, I have a tile set prepared, so I'm going to load it. Tile set, it's called space.tls. It's created with tile map edit, so you can create your tiles in this editor, or you can use an external editor as long as it outputs a file that is compatible. So here we have our tile set. As you can see, this page of our tiles is full. I can hit the P key on the keyboard to switch to the other page. In total I can have 68 tiles per level, and now we are actually editing a level. So let's first blank out our map. Our map is 128 by 128 tiles big. Now left click, I hold down Ctrl and click, which replaces all these empty marker tiles with the black tile. I also going to wipe out these, so now I have a map with black tiles only. As we are going to have a space theme, we are going to add some stars. I'm using the cursor keys to move the map, and I can do it with Shift to do it like in bigger steps. Okay, now let's start designing our level. I'm just holding down the left key and hovering, and I can just draw any tile I like. I can also do some things on the tile itself. I can flip it horizontal and vertically. But for now that's not what I'm going to do. These first 8 tiles are for player tiles only. I can right click somewhere on the map and use set player. So now I have a player and I have a level. I can test it out by hitting F5 on the keyboard. I'm going to play mode, and now I can use the arrow keys, or if you have a gamepad, the D-pad keys, and walk around my level anywhere I like. If I hit F5 again, I'm back in edit mode and everything is reset. So let's start drawing a room. I'm going to flip this vertically. I'm going to use this. I think you will understand how this works. I have some corners in my room. I have to position them the correct way. And I have some horizontal walls as well. So let's fill it in with the platform tile. So, and if I test this now, I have a nice room in which I can walk. But I can walk anywhere I like, and of course that's not what I want. F5 again, so we're back in edit mode, and I'm going to right click the wall tile, click properties. Here I have some properties. For now we're going to focus on the first line, if the tile is accessible or not. I hit the A key and now it's not. I'm going to do the same for the wall ending and for the horizontal wall. So now if I'm going to walk into the room, I should be stopped, and it works. But I can still walk anywhere I like here. So for this game I'm going to say if you walk off the platform then you die. So let's do that. I'm going to the black tile and I choose events and on enter. So now I'm going to enter some script language to make sure I will die and the level will be reset. So this is the script editor. So as soon as a player enters this kind of tile, I will show a message. You died. And I do this to make sure it's, oh, I'm not going to do it actually, I will explain it later. And when that happens, I'm going to ask for a key from the user. And when that's done, then I will reset the level. So we're going to save this and F5 to test out. Something's not working. What is my mistake here? I can see already a typo. It's show message. So let's try again. You died, and now I have to press a key and the level is reset. But I don't like the look of this message, so we're going to change it a little. Back to edit mode. The engine uses registers to do all kind of things. A few registers control the colors of the text and the message box. So I'm going to the on startup event. This is being executed when the level starts, and I'm going to set some registers with setreg. 51 will put color index 38. 52 will be 40. This is the foreground color. foreground of the text, background. 53 is the background of the message box, and 54 is the border color of the message box. The semicolon is the comment character. So let's save this and test it. And now my message already looks quite nice. So I think it's time to save this game. I do that by hitting the S key on the keyboard and type in a name. Well, let's call it game or level 1. Level 1. So now it's saved, and if you make a mistake we can revert back to this one. Now let's do some animations on some tiles. Let's start with these walls where there's some kind of electricity thing going on. I don't know actually, but we're going to animate it. We're going to do it in the tile set. Right click, properties, and here we have animate tile, which is set to no. If I hit the B key, I can do horizontal animation. In this instance I will do vertical animation. I can then specify which columns of the tile I want to animate. So I don't know exactly, but let's do it like 5 to 10 or something, and I can control the speed. 16 is fastest and now it gets slower. So I don't know, maybe that's nice. Exit out, let's hit F5 to check. Okay, it's already quite nice. I want to have it like a little bit faster and a little bit less pixels. So I go back and use this and make the animation a little faster. Let's test. Well, that's fine. Okay, let's do some extra animation. I'm going to draw in a wall here. And as you see, I have here four tiles which are actually an animation. Like this is the first frame, second frame, third frame, fourth frame. So let's start by putting here the first frame, and I'm going to animate this like this. I'm going to hit B, not horizontal, not vertical, but I'm going to animate it with next tiles. If I choose next tiles, then the pixel start is not actually pixel start, but the amount of tiles it's going to animate. So I had 4 tiles I could animate. In this case I have to put this to 1 and I can control the speeds. Well, maybe 8 will be fine. So let's check it. And there we have an animation of kind of a spark or something that, well, looks nice. Back to edit mode. So this is a way you can do all kind of animations, and you also can rotate a tile which is always rotated by 90 degrees iterations. Well, let's make some game elements. I will make a teleport tile, and I will create a second room, not go too far away. So I will create a second room here. And let's do another one here. In the corner, like here, you see the current coordinates of this tile, so I'm going to write these down because I'm going to need them. 28 by 6. So I'm going to make sure this teleport path will teleport the user to the other one. I go to events, I go to on interact. Interact default key is the spacebar or the A key on the gamepad, but you can change it if you want. So now I'm going to teleport to 28 by 6. Let's save and test it out. I can walk on it, and if I hit space, I'm teleported to here. Oh, I see that I messed up the animation. Let's reset it to the correct one. It should be vertical. So, and now it's working again like it should. Oh, like the teleportation happens instantly. I don't want that. I want to make it a little bit nicer. So I'm going back to the interact event of this tile, and I'm going first fade to 0, which means all black, and I teleport, and then I will fade to 15, which is full brightness. So let's check. And now I have a nice animation. And now from here I'm not able to do anything, so let's also make them go back here. This is 3,8. So let's fade out also, teleport to 3,8 and fade back to 15. So now I should be able to teleport between this room and this room. Nice. Let's create another game element. I have a switch here. Let's put here a switch here, and let's make this teleport device like it's not powered on yet. And they have to pull the switch to activate this one. Okay, so this tile is like tile number 32. I will have to remember that. So I'm going here to interact, and I'm going to make an if statement. If tile at this coordinate 3,8 is 32, that's the non-active tile, I'm going to show a message like no power. I'm going to do (1), which means display it on the bottom of the screen. And if I have done that, then I'm going to exit this event. So if the tile is not 32, then it will just jump to here and do the fade if it's correct. So let's try this. Okay, I have the no power message, and I'm not being teleported. So let's create the switching. This is coordinates 11,4, and it is tile number 16, and it's going to be tile number 17. We're going to alternate between these. So let's do the animation on the interact event of this tile. So if tile 11,4 is 16, then make it 17. Set tile 11,4 to 17 and exit out. And if it was not 16, then we will jump to here. Then we're going to set it to 16, and we're done. So now we should have like an animation of this switch if you go to this tile and hit space, and it's working. But now there's no changing of the inactive teleport tile, so that's what I'm going to do next, and it should be 31. So we have to alternate between tile number 31 and 32. Like this is 31 and this is 32. So let's do that. Set tile 3,8 to 31, and else set tile 3,8 to 32. Let's have a look. It's working perfectly. So when it's off and I try to teleport, it says no power. And when I put the lever on, I am teleported. But there's a thing, the no power message is staying on the screen all the time. I do not want it. So I'm going to hide the message after a few seconds. So we're going to here and we're going to set a timeout. I'm going to wait 2 seconds. How these numbers work is in the manual, and I'm going to execute timer slot 0. So now I have to make sure timer slot 0 is active. So I go to timer slots. I'm going to type in slot 0, and on this execution I'm going to clear the screen. So let's save it again. If there's a bug, we don't lose all our work. I'm going to hit the add and semicolon to overwrite the existing file, level 1. So let's test if it works. No power, wait 2 seconds, and now it's gone. Nice. So let's create some sound effects. I have a sound effect prepared for the teleportation, so let's add it. I'm going to the interact event from this tile again, and when we are going to teleport, I'm going to play a ZCM file. ZCM file is a sound effects file. It's called teleport.zcm, and I'm going to play it at a volume of 100. So let's try this. Still no power message. Now it's on. And now I have quite some nice sound. I hope it's on the video actually. Okay. Let's also do a nice effect on the switching of the lever. Let's do play.zcm, switch.zcm. Oh, let's not make a typo. And now we have a nice sound effect here also. Nice. So maybe it's nice to have like a sort of startup sequence. I have an image prepared which we can show when the game starts. It's called show image, and the file name was, oh, I don't know actually, I have to check. Let's check if this works. And now we have quite a nice splash screen. Okay, let's also start some music. But first we have to load the music, load sound. It's going to, this is a key, like it's the background music. I can choose whatever I like just to reference it later. The music file is called theme.zsm. I just picked some ZSM file from the SD card, and I put a type 1, which means it's the ZSM file. So now I can start playing it. I will play it at a volume of 100, and I want to loop when it's finished, so I put a 1 here. Now let's check how this sounds. Well, maybe that's a little bit too loud, so let's make it a little bit less loud. Maybe something like this, I don't know. Okay, this is working. I'm going to some more at the startup sequence. Let's wait like 1 second and then show a message. Welcome warrior or something like that. So we're going to wait 2 seconds and we're going to show another message. Show a message. Good luck. We put it at the bottom of the screen this time. And we wait another 2 seconds and then we are going to clear the screen and start the game. Something did not work. Let's check again. Show image. Sleep 60. Oh yeah, I understand. We have to put this somewhere else because at this moment the screen is fade out, and when this finishes it is going to be faded in. So let's clear all this and set timeout. I'm going to wait like 1 second and I'm going to execute timer slot 1. So the rest of the sequence we're going to put in timer slot 1. I go timer slots 1, show message, hello warrior. Let's wait 60 seconds, let's redraw the screen, splash.bin, just to clear the hello warrior message, show message, good luck, and wait for 2 seconds and clear the screen so the game starts. Let's check this. So I think the volumes are a little bit off, but you get the idea. I think you will have heard the music not playing very well. That's because the screen capturing is taking up too much CPU. So, but it will work if that's not running. So what else can we do? Well, there's quite some things in the scripting language we could address, but I think maybe this video is already long enough, so maybe I will make a second one with some more advanced stuff. So for now, thanks for your time, and well, just try it out. I put a link in the description to check everything and try it yourself. Good luck, bye bye.